What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, and Alexander Usyk. We have a scare within Eddie Hearn, and this is what Eddie Hearn says. Eddie Hearn warns Anthony Joshua that his career could be derailed. Wow. Eddie Hearn states that Anthony Joshua must be ruthless to battle past tricky and difficult Alexander Usyk. His promoter has warned him. Joshua is set to defend his IBF, WBA, and WBO heavyweight championships against his mandatory challenger Usyk in September at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. I hope I said that right. Tyson Fury and, of course, and Deontay Wilder are doing their thing July 24th. Hearn said to Sky Sports, he said Joshua plans after the breakdown in his postponed fight with Fury. We both have alerted the WBO, myself and Usyk, that the terms have been agreed. Of course, we know that. And the offer made to them has been accepted. He said we move forward to paper that now we are going through the contract with their team. It is very amicable. They have been partners of ours a long time. This is a fight that could derail the career of Joshua if he's not on it, if he's not 100%. AJ needs to be ruthless. He needs to show the ruthlessness of Derek Chisora with more cuteness and sharpness. Wow. Of course, we know both guys were Olympic gold. We know that. We know both guys are elite. We know one of those guys are still undefeated, and that's Alexander Usyk. And what else do we know? Joshua's a lot bigger, a lot stronger, hits harder, right? Originally a heavyweight, Alexander Usyk is not. But for the record, Alexander Usyk is. The counterpunch myself. Okay, he is a heavyweight. In the Olympic gold, he won the heavyweight Olympic gold. Anthony Joshua won the super heavyweight Olympic gold. Okay, so I have to make that point known. Alexander Usyk was a heavyweight. He just decided to compete at cruiserweight professionally. Okay, so it's not like he's not accustomed to fighting heavyweights. He's been in there with Klitschko. He sparred countless other heavyweights. Okay, and what he did with Klitschko was very, very impressive. And Klitschko gave Anthony Joshua all he could handle for 11 rounds. Okay, so we have to add that in there. Now, do I agree with Eddie that he has to come in 100%, that he has to be focused, he has to use cuteness and sharpness? Yes, he has to have all that. Okay, one thing we don't want this to be is a situation that happened in 2019, 2 years ago. Right? Why? Because Joshua didn't know who he was going to fight. Joshua was trying to get a certain fight, and that fight didn't happen. And we know that was with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder decided to skip that fight, to fight Fury, to fight, to stay with the PBC, to show his loyalty to Al Heyman, all that stuff, right? And he ducked that fight. Okay, well, that left Joshua with who? Then it was Luis Ortiz. Then it was Adam Kalnacki. Then it was Dillian White. Then it was Jarrell Miller. Okay? Then after Jarrell Miller failed the drug test, then it was Andy Ruiz. Okay. Now, this year ain't as complicated as 2019, but it could be a situation where Anthony Joshua's worried about one fight and not keeping his eye on the ball. Because, see, a guy like Alexander Usyk is sharp. He's quick, and you think he's fighting guys, taller guys, bigger guys. You're in there with somebody like Joe Joyce, and you're able to take him in. And I know Joe Joyce is no Anthony Joshua, so before you guys stop. I'm talking about the size. I'm talking about the power. Okay, Joe Joyce is still a strong heavyweight. He's not as fast as Anthony Joshua, but he's still a big, strong, tall heavyweight. And those guys are all around the same height. Okay, Joe Joyce, Anthony Joshua, if you look at them side by side, Joshua might have him a little bit, but Joe Joyce is a big guy. He's considered a big heavyweight, okay? He's not a small heavyweight like Alexander Usyk is considered, if they consider him a heavyweight. But here's the thing. I like how Eddie Hearn says it because he's well aware of Alexander Usyk. He's well aware of the possibilities of Usyk doing something to derail Anthony Joshua's career. Why do you think that there is a rematch clause? And I will talk about that later with the rematch clause on a mandatory. Right? So that tells you all you need to know. Okay, I know those are on voluntaries, but mandatories, that's a little strange. So that just shows you there's a little concern in the corner of Anthony Joshua. But yes, he must be ruthless. He must fight Usyk. Okay, like did Eddie Hearn compared his performance to Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora fought him. He didn't box him. That'd be a waste of time for Derek Chisora to try to box Usyk. That's not going to work. You don't box a boxer. You fight a boxer. You challenge that boxer. You don't want them to have the distance that they need to box and move, You need to crowd their space. Get all in their personal area. Work the body. Hit them on the arms, the shoulders, the chest, the chin, the head. You have to do everything to disrupt their flow of comfortability. If they're not comfortable, they're not going to box as well. Right? So that's what we're looking at. And that's exactly what Anthony Joshua has to do with Alexander Usyk. So could he be derailed? Yeah. But see, here's the thing about Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn said the same thing about Andy Ruiz. Remember, this fat motherfucker is coming to fight. Remember he said that? But he wasn't lying. I don't think he anticipated that. This may be a similar situation where Eddie Hearn is like, hey, this is a tough opponent. This is a tough guy. This is a guy that may derail Joshua, like trying to, quote unquote, sell the idea of danger. But here's the irony of it. There's actual, clear and present danger with Alexander Usyk. And I guarantee you it's not what Eddie Hearn anticipates, but he might have talked something into existence. Because the reality of that, what exists, is the dangers of Anthony Joshua getting beat by Alexander Usyk, because you don't know what Usyk will show up. You don't know how he's been training. You don't know if he's acclimated to that 230 or not. Did he decide to drop weight and decide, you know what, I might not need that type of weight. I might need my agility. I might need to be more agile, than big. And if he decides to go that route, I think that's the best route. Okay. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn stating that Anthony Joshua's career could be derailed, and he warns Joshua of Alexander Usyk. Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.